Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. We've got some big news for you. Right behind me, we've got Ford's newest, biggest engine, all ready for our swap setup. Yeah, that's right. We're already doing a 7.3 swap. I'm super excited about the 7.3. You guys know we have the F250 with the 7.3 in it. We've got the tunes out for those. I haven't gotten a video together for that. We'll be doing that really soon. But we've also got this 7.3 crate engine and some more big news down here, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's go over that real quick. This is the crate engine as it comes from Ford Performance. Pretty much fully dressed and ready to go. Has all the pulleys, coils, wiring harness now. It even has the flywheel on the back. We went ahead and purchased it this way to, this is as complete as you can get it. We're gonna put together a swap package for you guys with what's right here. And this is really the coolest part about what I wanna talk about, which is this right here. This is a new, new to us. You guys probably haven't heard about this. This is from OBR Control Systems. This is their control PCM for just about anything, and they're coming out with a direct Godzilla swap, but we're also going to support Coyote down the road. Now, what makes this different is I would call this like, top level OEM level hardware with aftermarket support where things can be customizable. To give you an example, now first off, this is their higher end development setup. We're doing it with this to help them figure out exactly what features we need, what features we don't need, and they're gonna offer a cheaper box than this, probably with some features pulled out. But I wanna tell you about the features of this box, just to give you an idea of what these guys are capable of. It can do 16 cylinders, dual stage fuel injection. It can pretty much handle just about any coil, dual drive-by-wire. It has an onboard data logger. It does auto tuning. You could be map-based or mass air-based, so we'll talk about that in a minute. That's really important to the swap market, in my opinion. Closed-loop dual lambda control, closed-loop dual boost control, closed-loop traction control, closed-loop paddle shift control, closed-loop VCT, VVT, direct injection, water pump control. I mean, it does just about, they're also going to be doing all sorts of drag racing special features, dual electric wastegate control. You can have multiple engine maps that are switchable. Drag racing features are electronic throttle body offset. I assume that's sort of a throttle body, traction control or power management. Also spark, advanced retard for drag racing, boost target offset, all that. Not all those features are going to be in the final setup, although if you want to get all those features, we are going to make these higher end ones available. These engines are going to go in everything. Some people are just going to want to throw them in a basic hot rod, so we want to keep that very simple. And one way we're keeping that simple, and what's different than, say, like the Ford control packs of the past, is this engine setup from Ford uses a mass air meter, which is great. But that does add some complexity when doing a swap, because at that point you have to sometimes use a different mass air tube, or most times, and the diameter of the tube that the mass air meter is in makes a big difference, and usually we fight that. So one way to control it that would be better for a swap is with a map sensor instead, and speed density. So that's how we're going to offer this, although if you want to do a mass air version, we can. And so what makes that nice is you can pretty much do any intake tube you want. You just drop it in, plug it in, and here's the real key, okay? The computer's great, the technology is great, but they're also going to offer this, which is a direct plug-and-play harness specifically set up, in this case, for the Godzilla engine. All factory style connections, all plug and play. This is set up to work with the factory coils. One thing this does not work with is the factory widebands, at least not this box. I'm not sure if they're going to change that. You do need different wideband sensors, which I have in there. Theoretically, I can hook all this up right now, plumb a fuel system in, and put a pedal on it for the drive-by-wire, and this thing will run on the tune that they sent me. Of course, we'll be offering remote tuning, We can do all sorts of things. The software is going to be available. The software for this is more of an engineering thing. To give you some background on OBR, they've been doing this for over 30 years. They're directly connected with Ford, all kinds of Ford Motorsport, but they also use, I don't know if it's this exact computer, but OBR Control Systems is what Ford uses on at least some of their engine dynos. You may have seen Brian Wolf's 7.3 project on his own engine dyno and the Ford engine dyno. They use OBR Control Systems, and that's how I got hooked up with this through Brian. And you know, when I got the hardware specs and the software, I was like instantly in on this. This is going to be a big deal, I think. You know, obviously there's other standalones on the market. I think this brings a different level to it, and hopefully we can do it affordably. This setup, you know, is a few $1,000s just for the PCM plus the harness, but we're looking at getting an entire swap package, you know, possibly under $2,000. I'm not really sure. Well, that remains to be seen. Anyway, I wanted to update you guys on that. So as far as where this engine's going, this is going in my 2005 Mustang GT, which we used to race a lot, but that car got all torn down when I got my 2011 Mustang GT, which is behind us. And it's just a shell. There's no suspension, nothing. So we're going to make this kind of like a DIY project instead of, you know, having Rarefab build us something cool. We're going to do this as a company project here at Palm Beach Dyno with no lift. I'm going to order a bunch of BMR suspension, stuff from Keltrack. I've got a transmission coming. It's going to be a stick shift car with a TKO in it. Initially, we're going to do naturally aspirated, and then from there, I'm not sure. I originally was going to do a turbo, but I'm considering doing a all-out and a built setup and shooting for something like 900 crank after seeing Brian's results with his blown engine on the engine dyno. Anyway, I'm going to wrap that up. Thanks for watching. Follow along with the channel here, like and subscribe, and also follow us on Facebook. We do more daily updates there, and also make sure you check out our live feed every Monday night now at 8 p.m. We'll see you on the next one.